Hello and welcome to the Algo Trading Strategies channel. In today's video, I'm going to explore an Ichimoku based strategy that is long only and especially based on two lines, the two lines that define the Ichimoku Cloud that you can see on the chart here on the BTC USDT chart on Binance. The strategy's logic today is very simple. Here's the long entry rule. We just enter when the cloud becomes green. So when the green line crosses above the red line, we enter along. So I think this is this candlestick on October 14th of 2024 here on Bitcoin. And the exit rule is a little bit different. We close when the candlestick closes below one of these two lines. So the green one, which is called the Senkou A, or the red one, which is called the Senkou B. So here we would have closed here on this little red candlestick on December 30th. So as you can see, this is a momentum or a trend following strategy. We don't use the other lines that define this Ichimoku indicator, like the Tenkan or the Kijun. No, we just use the cloud, in fact. So if you don't know already, the very goal of this channel is to construct a portfolio of automated strategies, and on Bitcoin especially. So these strategies, I find them based usually on technical indicators like moving averages, different types, RSI, ADX, MACD, Ichimoku like today, and so on and so on. And then when you combine strategies that have some correlation between them, but not so much correlation, we are looking of course for uncorrelated as much as possible strategies. When one is down, some other strategy is up. And that's the very goal of this channel, is to find the best strategies, trade them in a portfolio, and have our account grow steadily without too many drawdowns. So what I also did on the Ichimoku Cloud today is vary the length of the Tenkan and also the which is called usually I think the conversion line in the Kijun, which is called the baseline, I believe. So these two periods length here, I have varied them and I have displayed the results in a sensitivity heat map. So I have selected a range from I believe 5 to 20 or so for the Tenkan, and for the Kijun between 20 and 30. So yes, I have explored not only the default parameters values, but also other values. So let's look at the results together. So here's the sensitivity Sharpe ratio heat map. The Sharpe ratio, if you don't know already, it's a metric that tells us whether we have a good performance adjusted to the risk we take when we trade the whole strategy. The x-axis is the Tenkan length, which is default value 9, and the y-axis is the Kijun length. These are going to be the axis that I use for the next heat maps as well. So the Kijun between 20 on top to 30 at the bottom here. So the best Sharpe ratios, as you can see, are hit when the Tenkan length and the Kijun length are around, let's say, in this greener area here, as you can see on the top right corner of the chart. Maybe we will see better on the return heat map. So at around maybe between 10 to 13 or even 14 and a Kijun length of around 20 or so. So the problem with the daily time frame, and it's usually the case for all the strategies that I have tested so far on the channel, the number of trades is not very high. The number of trades here is around maybe 40, 50 for the whole backtest, which starts in around 2017, and usually I'm looking for backtests with over 100 trades. So this is not much, but this daily time frame also yields the best performance out of all the time frames that I've tested, so the 4-hourly and the 2-hourly as well. So let's look at the return multipliers heat maps. It simply shows the return on your investment. So with a starting capital of, for example, $1,000, with a return multiplier of around 30, you would have 30x your money. So you end up having $30,000. So the best performances so far are also on this same greener cells on top at around 11, 12 for the Tenkan and around 20 for the Kijun length. So I have run a backtest for 11 and 20. Let's look at it. So here's the backtest in a daily version of our long strategy today. Again, if you don't know already, I apply a 0.1% fee on the entry and exit of each trade, and I also compound each trade into the next one. So now you know the details of the strategy, how I'm running it. So as you can see on the top chart, we are in a long position when the band is green. But as I told you, there are not many trades. So this is kind of a problem here because I want a certain number of trades. Also, as you can see, the performance is blue is pretty good because we do about 35x or so with not too many drawdowns, especially during the 2021-2022 bear market on Bitcoin. So you've got the Bitcoin price in black on the top chart, and as you can see, you would have to handle a 70% drawdown or so. So a big drawdown if you had been a Bitcoin holder at the time, but using that strategy during the 21-22 bear market, it was pretty much okay. But drawdowns came after in 2024 during that long Bitcoin range in 2024. Let's take a quick look at the 4-hourly performances, the 4-hourly version of our strategy today. So the best performances are met with a Tenkan length of around 7 or 8, something like that, and a Kijun length of around 20-21. So that bluer area, so it's not perfectly uniform as you can see, so choosing a value is of course easier in hindsight. But for example, if you have kept the default values of the Ichimoku Cloud, which are 9 and 26, so this cell here, it's not too bad. But maybe you are on the boundary here of the bluer area on the top left of the whole heat map here. Here is the return heat map with returns of around 6 to 7x for the best ones. So I've selected this cell with 7 and 20. So here's a 4-hourly backtest with a Tenkan of 7 and a Kijun of 20. Number of trades, as you can see on the top chart, is a lot. We have many green dots and green bands, which indicate when we are in a long position. In the backtest, here in the middle chart in blue, we start with $1,000 and we end with around $7,000 or $8,000. So as you can see, it's not perfect, and despite a high number of trades, the performance, I don't like it because you have to endure here long drawdowns and pretty much a flat performance since the first peak of Bitcoin in May 2021. And very quickly, let's take a look at the 2-hour version of our strategy. The sharp ratios are not very good. They are below 1, as you can see on the right. So yes, here the 2-hour is not good. So let's wrap up here with the daily backtest that I've run with a Tenkan of 11 and a Kijun of 20. The trade frequency is not what I'm looking for, but yes, overall this is the best one that I've found. So of course there are other rules to explore with the Ichimoku Cloud, and that's what I'm going to continue doing in the premium member area. So I hope you found this video interesting here today, exploring a long only strategy on the Ichimoku Cloud based on the Senkou A and the Senkou B. Quite difficult to pronounce these lines. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more backtests on the channel that I do about every day, please subscribe to the channel. I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.